104.5, the team. Levac here, Brady here as well. And again, if you've played baseball in the Capital Region and you're making a big name for yourself, Brady knows where you are, what you're up to. So now we corner Bethlehem, Sienna Saint product, Mike Fish. Mike, you are an Angels guy right now. Please tell me that you're going to make that other Fish name guy on the Angels look like a secondary player.
That's kind of hard to do, but I would love to play in the outfield with him someday.
What is it like? You've probably seen Mike Trout at some point down the road here on the complex at spring training over your last few years in Pro Bowl. What is it like seeing him up close in person?
He's a monster. Honestly, he's huge. He works out harder than most people I've ever seen. So I mean, he's a good guy to idolize after, and you want to be just like him, you know.
But Fish, like you hate his cleats, right? You hate those Trout cleats. Please tell me.
I mean, I wouldn't wear them.
Mike, you report to spring training on March 1st. You're leaving on March 1st, rather. Do you know where you're going to be at? You spent most of the year last year at high A ball, but also got a taste of double A. Do you know where you'll be this year?
I will not know where I'm going to be at officially until probably the second to last day of spring training. But, I mean, I had a good year in advanced A ball last year, so I'm hoping that they'll keep moving me up like they have been to double A.
What's the difference between the advanced A-ball and double A? You were there again, I think 7 games it was last year. What's the difference in competition and the lifestyle? What's the difference between A-ball and double A?
Well, the biggest difference I noticed is once you get to double A, you're kind of more on your own. They trust you. They know you've been there before. So you're kind of more so on your own working out-wise, and they trust you more to do things on your own.
What's that moment for you where you realize I'm not in college anymore? This is professional baseball.
Probably my first year when I got in, and there was Dominican pitchers throwing 100 miles an hour.
Mike, you had a good year last year. As you said, you hit 297 in high A ball. What is the adjustment period? Like, we know the adjustments from college to pro ball are intense, but what is it year to year? What are you continuing to work on to get better?
For me, probably the biggest thing, especially last year, is just plate discipline. I'm starting to understand my zone and to swing the pitches that I can drive rather than pitches that these pitchers want me to swing at.
Mike, we asked this question to every guy we talked to. We've done this every day this week. We've talked to J.P. Sportman and Jamie Schultz and your old teammate Justin Brantley and Garrett Whitley. What is it like being one of these Capital Region guys who's knocking on the door of Major League Baseball?
I mean, it's definitely cool. It's awesome that last year I actually played against Cogswell and J.P. They were in my league, so that was fun. We got to talk a little trash every time we got on base to each other, so it's cool.
The Cal League, where you guys were out last year, those guys were playing with the Stockton Ports in the A system. You were with the Angels. The ball reportedly jumps out of the stadiums in the Cal League like no place in baseball. Is that true?
There's a few stadiums that are kind of ridiculous, but then the other ones play true. I mean, our home stadium was, and theirs actually, the ball didn't fly that well, but there's a few places where the wind's always blowing out.
I saw a game a couple years ago at Rancho Cucamonga, which at that point was the Angels farm team, and Brandon Phillips' brother was playing in the game, and he hit a ball that had to have gone about 800 feet at Rancho.
Yeah, the ball flies there a little bit, that's for sure.
Are you friends with all these guys, these Capital Region guys? Is it a tight-knit fraternity here of you guys? I mean, I know Tommy Canley and some of the older guys, but are you friends with the Sportmans and the Cogswells? And obviously you played with Brantley, and Matt Gage is another one.
Yeah, I actually I played in high school with Cogswell and JP. They were on my South Shore Dodgers team for a few years, and I actually played with Canley too. When I was 16, he came back from his first year of college for the 18 and under team, so I played with him too. That was fun.
What are your expectations here for this season? I mean, where do you want to be by the time September rolls around?
Man, I don't know. That's hard to say. I mean, obviously, I want to be as far as I can be, either in the big leagues or in Double A. But I mean, I just take it one day at a time, one game at a time. I'm just trying to get better and develop. So when the day comes, I get a chance to play in the big leagues, I'll be ready.
Listen, again, no pressure, but the entire Capital Region is hoping that you're the most famous fish outfielder in the Angels organization. So no pressure.
Yeah, pressure is doesn't really bother me that much.
He's also hoping you're the only fish outfielder in the Angels system because you've been trying to get Trout to the Yankees along with Bryce Harper for years now.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
I stopped loving Trout when they said he was better than Mickey Mantle. Can you just tell me that he's not better than Mickey Mantle?
I never saw Mickey Mantle play up close, so I can't.
It's a very diplomatic answer right there, buddy. Are you running for the outfield or office? What's going on here?
Both.
Yeah, nice. Good answer. Mike Fish, thank you so much for joining us as we go around the bigs, looking at our Capital Region guys who are doing good. You're definitely on that list, and love your attitude, love your mentality, and man, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the big screen, the big leagues, my man.
All right, man. Thanks for having me.